There's been a museum on this site since 1904, and like a lot of small local authority museums, it was the brainchild of a Victorian collector who went out all over the world travelling, collecting objects. The museum very much sees itself as being a community centre for the area rather than just a museum. We're a community centre, we're an educational space. We do a lot of work with local schools and local groups. In the last kind of 5 or 6 years there's been more of an emphasis towards the themes of health and wellbeing. And I think that's because museums have had a change in role, they're changing their position and what kind of work that they do. And I think they've started to look for other avenues that they can get involved in and other ways that they can kind of become involved in their community. It was really 2012 when we started to look more at the broader idea of health and wellbeing. So not just the kind of obvious museum activities, but look for something a little bit different, a bit thinking a bit outside the box. Obviously 2012 was the Olympic year, and we had a huge exhibition here which was tailored around sport, and we wanted to offer as part of that some activities that were actually sport. Mansfield District Leisure Trust were the people that one of the main groups we engaged with when we were doing the 2012 exhibition. And their remit is to get out there and try and get people engaged in sport and physical activity.
We've got 5 leisure centres across Mansfield, and we've got a 3-year Sport England funded project to be able to take activities out into the community, bringing it to places such as this museum and out into parks and taking it to community venues. We started off, I think, with 1 or 2 just taster sessions, and that's led on to doing it once a month, our Feel Good Friday sessions, which are attracting quite a good audience. We've had different activities available for them to try, whether it be a bit of table tennis, a game of bocce, or even short tennis in this room where we've had balls flying all around the walls and everything. People come and have a go, even if it's just for 5 minutes.
The key lessons on working with Mansfield District Leisure Trust really have been to keep trying new things out. Don't be afraid to give something a go if you think it might work. We decided in March 2016 to try and put on an event that was on a larger scale. There was a lot of talk within Mansfield District Council about health and wellbeing and meeting health and wellbeing agendas, and there were lots of things going off in Mansfield that kind of all fed into this topic, and we decided we wanted to do something on a little bit of a bigger scale really to kind of look at this topic and these ideas. So we came up with the idea of doing a health and wellbeing festival. We ended up with 55 different groups running 71 events over 7 different venues. We actually filled our building during the fortnight and had to spill out into the buildings either side of us and then others in town as well. My recommendations would be to start small. Don't think necessarily that you've got to go in for a huge big project. Maybe just contact one charity or one group and then just go for it really.